this time around. Protests are still holding the fort, saying that they been here. Good thing, saying that all of this solidarity thing is actually making a move. For the boldness and courage of keep out that are pushing Nigeria in general. Dishing out some constitutional information for Nigeria and what we are fighting for is actually a good thing though.
That the Human Rights Commission has remained without a...
I'll give you both. When Malaya was trying to say that he's already in support of all of these things, Fowles gave him one bass that he should not even pretend as if he is in this with them. But it's a good thing to know also that Nigerians have been putting forces together financially right now to take control and to feed.
Race disheartening that you won't bring to justice every police who have involved in killing of the protesters due to the deep secret that caused the loyalties that lies between you and the people in your government.
It is good to see, and we go on the street of Lagos to see what people have to say about issues in their society, in their community. What do you have to say?
The police have, there's no force attached to the police. The police is the police. We're not, why, you know, it is not global best practices that policemen can pick somebody for months and months and then they disappear. Well, government, the 60s, you know, in Uganda, you know, not. Nigerians are too informed. Nigerian youths are one of the most informed global. The police we have now. We see them go for peacekeeping missions in place. They leave this country, they go to other universities outside Nigeria, Benin Republic, Ghana, the best there. So the problem is not the youth. The youths are working on Nigerian and below. And that, you know,
viable. This change that we are seeking, Dave Logan, do you think it is?
48, you are a little child, but it was a very. Now, they are blocking those blocks, and then not actively engage. That we should just bear with it. This is the right thing they are doing.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
It's a peaceful protest.
Okay, you're saying they are there. Have you not joined in any protest or protests, right? Okay, so you've been joining in the protests.
Yeah.
Do you think Nigeria is
For their rights.
all right? Thank you so much for your time.
The end SARS and police brutality, it's a very, very, very good one, because if it rise up at this time, there is no way the Nigerian government will be able to stop all of this nonsense. I watched a video yesterday that was very, very pathetic and very, very, very disheartening. How would you kill somebody? The whatever that the youth are doing now, I think I like it and I'm in support of it 100%.
Okay, so what would you have to say to the traffic?
Very serious with what we are doing. So for the fact that the traffic is much.
I see the way you're talking about this SARS thing with passion.
Yes.
Have you had a personal experience?
Yes, I've had a very I was trekking with my siblings so to go take a commercial bus. So they just stopped me and said, this guy delayed me for more than 1 hour. My siblings were crying that we did not do it. Just up there that I didn't have any money with me. It was only the bus key. It was even a bus key. I had to show them that okay, I'm a driver and all of those things before they had to let me go and all of those things. So that's, I think, yes sir.
And there you have it, guys. And most assuredly, come away next time. My name is Toby. Bye-bye.
Their decision to quit the royal house and the mental struggles the Duchess. She condemned the act of the royal family towards Meghan and Prince Harry.
So, let me finish.
Well, you're not stopping. Right, okay. Am I allowed to respond to this? Am I allowed to respond yet? Allow me to explain.
And the institution is protected.
Right, allow me to... Allow me to defend our royal family, thank you.
You tell me.
Piling
I don't think it's funny
on the Queen, who is already suffering greatly from her husband's
so
illness.
I'm going to respond to that. What I don't think is funny, I'll tell you what I don't think is funny. It's the fact that one day you even surprise me. You constantly use.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Aluta mẹ́ta làwa yóò ṣe. Aluta SAS must go. 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 We want immediate end and termination of the oppression of this political consciousness is being awoken in us because of the marginalization.
In my heart today's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart is a beat like do.
Yeah, all right.
B.
To be appointed as the DG of the World Trade Organization has just resumed to speak with Onyinye Iweala, the first and eldest child of the
being a Black African. How did she
actually? And she tried to pass those along to me and prepare. But what you have to remember, even when you hear these difficult things that are hard to hear, doing things that just don't make any sense. And you just have to remember it's racism, but the racism is not on you. You just go out there and do the best you can. For when you get that sting and you're like, wait, why did that just happen? Or like, why was I passed over? Why am I invisible? And they're not listening to what I have to say. And then someone else will say the exact same thing. And then everyone will be like, oh yes. And I'd jump up and she would say, hey, I think X, Y, and Z about, ABC problem. And just put it out there at the very beginning. That way she's developed strategies to cope. She actually wrote a book about this kind of stuff, actually in
How did you feel about her? Then recently, a Swiss media,
over that report, it sort of emphasizes the same thing that my mom and her co-author discussed in their book. This idea about a person in the context of their family, it's just that, why don't we do that for men? Because unfortunately, people try to pigeonhole women into only domestic roles or put them in the context of being, leading world organizations and discussing trade and economic things. we should talk about women within the professional sphere. I could see why people were upset that she was the dress. You know what I'm saying? So, and she's proud of that too. So she's proud of that as well. So, you know, I can see why.
Okay, so looking at where we ended that now, a feminist too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely a feminist. I mean, hands down, lens, like a white female lens. And so many Black scholars or Black are just as capable of contributing to society, not just in the domestic.
So thank you for, you know, giving me that. Okay, so the opportunity. Dad was a monarch, and the family is well in the Iweala family. So, but how about
example of somebody that looks like you doing something great? So, you know, first off, just to have that image, and I think that's why it's really fundamental to her that we need to improve the bottom line. So from that standpoint, into the places of power so that something to change the situation so that other people will now mentorship. I believe I'm trying to represent as a physician scientist who also have, you know, I know that even if, yeah, I think I'll just put it at that number, the chance to succeed in that place of power. So a group of people that were with, like, I'm sure that you can find one example, personally partnerships with their husband. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a session. I had fun all through. I've been rolling in non-stop since the Wellington couple. Even hope that things will happen in God's time. They're a smooth ride, as they had once gotten pregnant with
so that I don't negative looks like. So there's a test in a little bit, you know that it's negative. Then it goes across and the control line comes, but just like this God.
They are lessons. Maybe a Frank Donga feature movie.
With Alexander Lacazette at his disposal.
Trezeguet. Ball in the mitte on Robertson. Andrew Mane. Full Trent.
Bodies in the box for Brighton. Front post. Two attacking players have come on. This afternoon, impressive Brighton squad.
By the Manchester United.
Feed it out wide to Harry.
Support
Cleanly. Instinctive finish here. Foden. Angelino. And look at Angelino here on the left hand. Mousse with a touch. Lundstrom with a fantastic finish.